The sunlight laughs and the moonlight grins and the ladies lap whiskey and the boys drop gin. Yeah. When all the mamas and the paws tell me please to go away, and when all the motherfuckers are coming out to play, yeah. That's when I'm rolling in, rolling in. You hear me rolling in, rolling in. You see me rolling in, rolling in. You feel me rolling in, rolling in. But all the fellas coming in and the girlies pull my hair. They like my ties and my shoes and if they did now. Oh yeah. Well, scream it out if you can. Looking mighty fine the way you move. Shake your hips and look your lips. Now they're all mine. I'm rolling in, rolling in. You hear me rolling in, rolling in. You see me rolling in, rolling in. You feel me rolling in, rolling in. From my head to my toes, from my skin to my bones, and the whole earth shakes from the swell of your moans. And when the sunlight laughs.
On to hoops, the girls Class A had their sectional semifinals tonight, beginning with Queensbury and Troy. Jill Davis and the Spartans would have to deal with Troy's 1-2 punch of Mary Patterson and Kiana Patterson. Troy trailed by 7 at the break, but Patterson helped the defending Class A state champs grab a 4-point lead after 3 quarters. But Davis did all she could to help keep Queensbury's upset bid alive. 28 points for the 6-foot senior. Final seconds of regulation, Spartans down to Katie Shevlin. She tries to send the game to overtime, and she does. And then an OT. Tied at 53 until Nakari Kuroda gives Queensbury the lead for good, and that propels the Spartans into their first sectional final appearance since 1992.
We knew that we had to get something going. We were down by a couple points, and I just thought about my team, and I was like, I'm going to hit this shot for my team because we've been working for this all season.
She's really stepped up all year. She's been a floor leader the entire time, running the court. She just stepped up, and she did exactly what she's been doing all year.
Comes in, will you dance with me, lady, when you hear me rolling in? Rolling in, rolling in. You hear me rolling in, rolling in. You see me rolling in, rolling in. You feel me rolling in, rolling in. Rolling in, rolling in. Rolling in, rolling in.
Enthusiastic kids is harder than it's ever been, because every kid watches TV and they watch the NBA or they watch Major League Baseball or they watch the NFL, whatever sport they watch, WNBA, it doesn't matter. And what they see is people just being really cool. So they think that's how they're going to act. And they haven't even figured out which foot to use as a pivot foot, and they're going to act like they're really good players. You see it all the time. You see it at every AAU tournament. You see it every high school game. So recruiting kids that are like really upbeat and loving life and love the game and have this tremendous appreciation for when their teammates do something well, that's hard. That's hard. It's really hard. So on our team, me, my coaching staff, we put a huge premium on body language. And if your body language is bad, you will never get in the game. Ever. I don't care how good you are. If somebody says, well, you just benched Stewie for, 35 minutes in the Memphis game a couple years ago. Yeah, I did. Oh, that was to motivate her for the South Carolina game the following Monday. No, it wasn't. Stewie was acting like a 12-year-old. So I put her on the bench and said, sit there. It doesn't matter on our team. Now, the other coaches might say, well, you can do that because you got 3 other, All-Americans. I get that. I understand that. But I'd rather lose than watch kids play the way some kids play. I'd rather lose. And they're allowed to get away with just whatever. And they're always thinking about themselves. Me, 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 me. I didn't score, so why should I be happy? I'm not getting enough minutes. Why should I be happy? That's the world that we live in today, unfortunately. And kids check the scoreboard sometimes because they're going to get yelled at by their parents if they don't score enough points. Don't get me started. So when I look at my team, they know this. When I watch game film, I'm checking what's going on the bench. And if somebody's asleep over there, somebody doesn't care, somebody's not engaged in the game, they will never get in the game. Ever. And they know that. They know I'm not kidding.